Hey ladies, Devon Brown here again with another no BS dating success tip. And of course, if you haven't done so already, be sure to check out my website, howtogetamannow.com. So today what I want to talk to you about is something that I don't think a lot of women are aware of with regard to the male species. And that is that we're actually scared to death of you. Unless you're dealing with a man who is like super player-tastic, knows he's real hot, never gets rejected, or you're dealing with somebody who just doesn't give a rat's ass about rejection, which, believe it or not, those people are few and far between. The reality of the situation is that men are scared to death of approaching you. As a matter of fact, if you look, a couple of years ago, there was a show on VH1 called The Pickup Artist, and The Pickup Artist was a show that actually taught a bunch of lovable losers how to talk to and approach women. And the number one fear that all of these guys exhibited, and the number one fear that most guys who go to try to learn and figure out women, the number one fear that they all exhibit is called approach anxiety. The act of having to approach a woman is one of the scariest things that men, societally speaking, ever have to do. The more attracted we are to you, the scarier it is for us because, like most people, we're scared of rejection. And the more you're interested in somebody, the more that rejection is going to hurt. So if you're out and you see a guy and maybe he's staring at you, he's making eye contact with you, and he won't approach you, then chances are it's because he's scared of you. Trust me on this, he's scared to death of you. And very often it's going to take you kind of coaxing him and letting him know that you're interested if you want him to actually approach you. So that might be, staring and then looking away and then, staring at him again. That might be offering up a smile. That might be something simple like waving hi. You've got to let him know. You've got to let him know that yes, if you approach me, I'm not going to reject you or shoot you down. I can't tell you how many times I've had conversations with guy friends of mine where we've had this conversation about, oh, there's an attractive girl over there, go over there and talk to her. Hell no, I'm not going and talking to her. That girl scares me to death. And to be honest with you, I even, feel that same way too very often. I'm no different than anybody else out there. I have approach anxiety. If I find you extremely attractive, there's no way in hell I'm approaching you. I'll give you an example, real life example. This is going to make me look silly, but there's an Olympic track athlete. Her name is Lolo Jones. You may know who she is, but I've got a huge crush on her. Now, this may be a little bit different because, she's somebody who's a little bit more famous, but the long and the short of it is simply this. I actually had a bunch of my friends on Twitter go to Lolo and tell Lolo that I had a crush on her. I pulled the 5th grade card because I was going to be nervous. I didn't want to get rejected. I said, hey, instead of saying, hey, let me go and approach her myself, given this would have been through some kind of social media, the same stuff applies. As opposed to me approaching her myself, I actually got a bunch of my friends to do it. I said, go tell this girl how awesome I am and tell her to go on a date with me, because that was easier to separate myself away from the rejection a little bit than it was for me to approach her myself, and it happens on a daily basis. So the long and the short of this, and the thing that I want you to get out of this video, is that guys are scared of you. You need to understand that guys are scared of you, and sometimes we're so scared to approach you that you practically have to hit us over the head with a baseball bat and say, hey stupid, I like you too, it's okay for you to come up and talk to me. Alright, so if you see a guy staring at you and you keep making eye contact but he won't do anything, you can go up to him and say, what are you waiting on? Hello, I'm right here. And if you think I'm joking, I'm not. Actually go up to him and say that. It'll crack a smile and it'll break the ice and it'll make it a lot easier for him to talk to you. So, make sense, Sarah?
Complete.
Okay, so understand we're scared of you. Let us know that it's okay to approach you, and I promise you you'll be a lot more effective in your dating. And oh, real quick, by the way, this also goes for online dating. And I'll do another video about this that goes more in depth about it. But if a guy looks at your profile and then doesn't say anything to you, then it doesn't mean he likes you. It doesn't mean he doesn't like you. It doesn't mean, it could mean a bunch of different things, but one of the things that it might mean is that he thinks you're real attractive. He thinks you'll say no, and he'll say, forget it, I'm not even going to try. That actually happens a lot. So I just need you to be aware, ladies, that guys are genuinely scared of approaching you, and most men have what's known as approach anxiety. If you want a guy to overcome that approach anxiety, then let us know with a smile or a wink or a stare or whatever that it's okay to approach you. That's it for now. Check out my website, howtogetamannow.com, for more dating tips. Take the 7 self-sabotaging behaviors dating quiz, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.